All right, here I go. With my next track. Here I go. So, I'm gonna go start with the lyrics. I say, oh yeah. So I say, you distance yourself from the upper fine, psychologize with liturgies, but in any case trivialize with knees bent, vocationalized to I. Some use their fingers to follow words they read, unable to see ahead because of their hands covered beneath what their fingers lead. Others without hands read from a distance and see, catching a glimpse of the whole picture they exceed, knowing what's ahead indeed before what's being read and where the end finally meets. So what I'm saying right there, right? It's just a simple observation, that I was undergoing, where I noticed, how when people read, some people use their fingers, to follow each words as they read along. Some people could, without using their fingers to follow along the words, so they don't lose their place. They just look at it. But others need to need guidance, so they use their fingers, so they don't lose their places and shit. So, but what happens when people who use their fingers, right? You put your fingers on the words that you want to read and follow. Well, the rest of your hands, like your palm, is covering underneath the words you're reading, underneath the whole summary, whatever, as you're reading. So what I'm saying is some people can't see the full picture because they're using their fingers to read, while others, without using their fingers, they could just look at it from a distance and see the whole picture, like where's it going, because they could read the lines, but they can see ahead because their hands is not blocking. So as they see ahead, they could see where it's going because they're seeing certain words and how it's ending and stuff. So that's where I go with that. But then I switch it completely because it was just a simple observation. Then from there I'm I've been traveling all alone, stacking dough around my foes, fucking they hoes in a chokehold and sending them off home to do playing hold, moving like a pro, you already know, on my own toes. So right there, I guess it's self-explanatory. I feel like I'm in enemy territory, and I'm trying to clap back, and so I did have sex with a couple of chicks over there, so I'm I'm using these references I'm effing they hoes, you know what I mean? I'm putting them in a chokehold, and then I'm sending them off to they dudes, cause that's that over there. Not one girl I met was faithful, you know what I mean? They all had man and shit, so it was that's how it was. So I keep going. Everything I got is from blood, sweat, and tears. Never played queer, never had fear, always kept it real, even in the pen, writing to dears. Away from my peers, family now gone, no longer here. Hold on, let me see something. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I changed it up right there, so I must have changed it up. So I say, everything I got from blood, sweat, and tears. Never played queer, never had fear. Always kept it real, even in the pen. My pistols made it clear. I think the original way it goes. But I think I changed it up here. I don't know why I didn't edit that. So anyway, I say everything I got is from blood, sweat, and tears. Actually, that's a blood, sweat, and tears. So I box, right? I'm at the gym, and when you go to certain gyms, there's certain quotes on the wall, no pain, no gain. So what I saw as a kid, I think I remember seeing a quote on the wall. It said like blood, sweat, and tears equal results or something like that. So anyway, that blood, sweat, and tears always kept in my head and shit. So everything I say, I was like, everything I got is from blood, sweat, and tears. Hard work. Never played queer. Never played the weak one and shit, the soft ones, the gay or none of that shit. Never had fear. Never had fear. There was a lot of times in my life, man. People will crumble. I've seen it. Like I seen inmates cry, turn to bitches, and shit like that. But the thing is, I was a little more experienced. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, I'm repping my side. And I didn't want them to see any type of weaknesses in me. So, I couldn't cry. There was no like, I couldn't show them like, oh look, I couldn't, because I was pretty much basically critiquing them for doing it. So I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Like I couldn't cry like that. And plus, there was nobody to cry to because they were all enemies. Like, who are you gonna cry to? Your enemies? You know what I mean? Even the females, they come disguised. They'll act friendly and shit like that. But as soon as they got information, they're already spreading it. They're already teaming up with other people and how to like handle you and shit like that. So it's not like they're like really trying to help you. They're just trying to get information out of you so that they can know how to handle you and shit like that. And I didn't trust none of them bitches. So I just I didn't rely on them. I didn't really like to go to the therapy and start talking. I didn't give them no information about me because they decided a long time ago that to label me as a criminal. And I was upset that I wasn't a criminal. So I was like in there treating acting like I was wasn't a criminal because I wasn't, falsely accused, And so but that's another long story. So I'm gonna just keep going with this shit. So yeah, they're away from my peers, family gone no longer. So I'm family even now, like family's nowhere around. You know what I mean? I'm all alone. I can't even. My daughter doesn't even call me. You know what I mean? So it's like everything fell apart. Nobody's around. So then I say, okay, I keep going. I go, pussy ass niggas trying to greet me inside. They see the deep. Trying to delete me, hating on the King B. I got niggas in the streets waiting on me. A city to feed, ribs touching people in need. Trying to stay clean. Hopefully teach a daughter I ain't seen in 6 years last week. So I'm saying right there, there was people inside, you could tell, you could feel the vibes and they're like mad, me, because I'm getting like, I got like some type of status. I don't know, like they see me privileged or some shit, even though I'm like in worse conditions than them sometimes, hating, you know what I mean? So it's like they trying to delete me, they trying to like stir up some trouble so that I could crumble or some shit. But I was resilient, I say I got people in the streets waiting on me, which is my audience and stuff like that, my city, everything. So then I say a city to feed, ribs touching people in need. I'm basically saying I need to feed the city with information. My ribs is touching, I'm hungry, and you know what I mean. There's people in need, So I'm hungry to feed, and I want to feed the people that are hungry, but not with food and shit. Just like with information, wisdom and shit. Trying to stay clean. Hopefully teach a daughter I ain't seen in 6 years last week. So obviously longer now, but yeah, this was then. And then I say, you ain't seen what I did, know what I do, or walk in my shoes. You ain't got the culture like I do. Because, like, these people don't Don't got the culture. Hold on, wait. This is kind of short. Let me double check, man. I think I wrote more than this shit. Fuck, man. I gotta start this shit over. Alright, I'm back. So, there's a couple of things I missed out, but in the beginning, in the intro, I'm like a limited edition, the only one. It was an experiment. None came after. Read a chapter. I'm sure it'll go past you where nothing matters. Yeah, I end up saying more than that. Like, I freestyled that part, man. I don't, man, I gotta re-listen to my track, but it's self-explanatory. Then I go, yeah, that track was a short track. It was just like a intro type of thing. So now I'm remembering and shit. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, you ain't got the culture like I do, man. So yeah, this was like an intro. All right, so next track, boom. It was a short track basically. The next one is Can't Stop Ricochet. Can't Stop the Ricochet. So I say, passing through from the east to the west, I interject and leave my crest like I'm a product for hands to get. I'm getting hotter with every step. They seek to rub my clothes of flesh in hopes to get real truly blessed. Yeah, so hold on, I need a drink. Alright, so I'm passing through from the east to the west. I interject and leave my crest like I'm leaving my my emblem, my essence or a mark, like I'm leaving a mark. Like I'm a product for hands to get, like I'm some type of product, this is simple. I'm getting hotter with every steps. They seek to rub my clothes of flesh. They seek to rub elbows and shit. They wanna like get close just to like. I don't know why people like doing that, but yeah, for some reason, man, people want to get close and just like touch you, feel your elbows, just rub on you and shit for some weird reason. I used to not like and shit, so I used to like, stay away from people and shit. And yeah, they think like for some reason like that they're gonna get blessed for some reason by touching me or some shit. I don't know, man. That shit just. It was weird, and these are just thoughts that I had, so I just like, let me jot it down and shit. And then I go, it's hard to go everywhere unnoticed when my swagger's so damn explosive. My accent is from the east ferocious. Still I witness and see the poorest and the crisis of the living homeless. Got the people feeling so hopeless while I try to stay in focus. Yeah, I'm not gonna, that's simple. All right, then I go, but the haters like to hinder and obstruct all the things that I come to construct just to see how I from the ground get up, 'cause they can never mold a clay or pot or cup from a state of dust or simple mud, or from a state of mud to live in huts. Okay, so now right there, I'm like, using a little thing. So I say, haters like to hinder and obstruct, 'cause over there, like I said, man, they burned my house down where I was staying at. They locked me up. All this because, I didn't want to like accept their offers, you know what I mean? Like I turned them down every chance I got. So they would hinder, they would obstruct. My passport got stolen so that I couldn't travel back. Or I was planning on going to Miami. I'm at the airport and all of a sudden my passport's missing. So there was people I mean, you know what I mean? There was people like, really trying to sabotage, it was really real. This is not me making shit up, you know what I mean? So and plus the girl that I mentioned in part 2 that was driving me around in her RV, taking me in resorts and New Mexico and shit like that. That girl, the thing about Cali is like you deal with one of them, they all like together, they're all like synced, they're all like You know what I mean? Like their ideas and all that shit is together. Like, you know, there's no partiality or some shit, you know. You go over there, right? It's like well, me for one, like, right, like I was saying to some cats the other day, my father's Dominican, right? So I grew up with a lot of Dominicans and shit like that. But if there's like someone new, like I'm colorblind, you know, like if there was like a white person or a black person, or if somebody from another state came through, and let's say that person is arguing with one of the people that I know who are Dominicans or some shit, you know, let's say that the Dominican did something wrong to that, you know, person that's not of Dominican. Well, most Dominicans would side with the Dominican, right? Because he's Dominican. But not me. If I see that the Dominican is wrong, I would side with the white person or with the black person. I would be like, nah, you wrong. I don't care because we're Dominicans. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So in California, that's how they're like, you know what I mean? You're not Californian, so it doesn't matter if that one California is bad and everybody knows it. You fuck that California up, like everybody starts looking at you like, yeah, like, yo, keep an eye on him, like he's fucking our people up type of shit, you know. So it's like you're never safe. It's like you against 100, against the whole state. You know what I mean? You can't really beat somebody up, because then everybody's like, oh, he fucked one of our people up. You know, it's like, what the fuck, man? It's like he asked for it. It was his fault. You know, sometimes it's not even your fault. It's like, yo, he asked for it, man. You know what I mean? And they side with the people in wrong and shit. So they're like I said, they're not colorblind. You know, they're really racist over there. So anyway, so I keep going. So I say, yeah, they like to hinder and obstruct all the things that I come to construct, or everything that, like, I was over there, like, I was selling my CDs in the beach for like $20. I was making some cash. I was selling with the E.O.T card. I would go to the bodegas, get a whole bunch of water bottles, you know, chips, CNC and shit like that, and I would go like, yo, I had like 2-3 bags full of like nothing but waters and CNC sodas and shit like that with, you know, with the E.O.T, the government money. And I would go to the beach on Venice Beach and had a little stand right next to a little chair, and I would sell all those bottles for like $1 and chips for like $1. So it was free money, you know what I mean? Like it didn't cost me nothing. So all I had to do was just go to the beach and post myself there, and I'm selling water bottles for $1, and I'm trying to sell my CDs at the same time. So, you know, of course, you know, the jealousy and the hate caught on quick, and that didn't last long. But so that's what I'm saying. Everything that I come to construct, just to see how from the ground I get up. So they destroy everything. Like, they took everything from me, and from the ground up, I still was pushing. I was still like, you know, damn, I'm on the floor now. I'm like starting ground zero again. So I'm like, damn. Now I got an E.O.T. What can I do? And then I'm like, I'm thinking, I'm being a hustler, you know, I'm being creative. I'm like, fuck it, I don't got no money. Let me go to the store and get all these bottles. So I'm being creative, because that's what, you know, East Coast people do. We're hustlers and shit. They don't know how to do this shit. So I'm giving them ideas by all the things that I'm doing. So now I'm like, shit, I'm ground zero again. I'm like thinking of ideas to make money, and boom, that was a big quick one. I started selling bottled waters, shit like that, my CDs for $1. So they're looking at me like, oh shit, he knows how to get up even with no help and shit. And so they're like, okay, let's take that from him. Let's see how he can do after that. And it just kept going and going. Like, oh shit, these niggas they don't like me getting my money and shit. So it's like they kept destroying everything I kept trying to start. Like, I tried to start a business. I had a printer. I was gonna start printing shirts, and then they burned the house down, so I had to start again, and it was on and on, like a cycle. Like, nobody wanted me to move forward or progress. So I say, just to see how from the ground I get up. They want to destroy just to see how I get up, because they can never mold or clay a pot or cup. So they can they don't know how to mold their lifestyle or what they want, like a potter cup, like like a potter, like who's molding cups and shit. Like, they don't know how to mold their life, is what I'm saying. And to make money. So I say, because they can never mold a clay or potter cup from a state of dust or simple mud. From mud, they don't know how to make a mold or shape from like mud, like how people on a beach make sand castles and shit. They don't know how to do that, is what I'm trying to say. They don't know how to create. And I'm saying, from a state of dust or simple mud, or from a state of mud to live in huts. Like, they don't know how to create a house from like from dirt, from mud. They don't know how to mold things, is what I'm saying. They don't know how to make a house. They don't know how to make a tent. They don't know how to, none of that shit. So I keep going and turn a hut. So I'm like, okay, so I said, because they can never mold or clay or pot or cup from a state of dust or simple mud, or from a state of mud to live in huts, and turn a hut to flowing cash. They don't know how to turn that little mud or tent or whatever it is that they mold. They don't know how to use it to flip it, to make cash. So I'm like, they don't know how to turn a hut to flowing cash, where cash becomes a bigger pad, where once you make that cash from that little mold that you created, whatever it is, with that cash, you could buy a bigger pad, and that pad becomes bigger stacks. Because now you're in a bigger pad. Now you have more opportunities on making more cash. So it becomes a stack. So it's like, I'm telling you, like, yo, the process of flipping is usually easy if you just follow the process of molding, of creating. And I'm saying, like, yo, they don't know how to turn a hut to flowing cash, where cash becomes a bigger pad and pad becomes a bigger stack. And the process usually adds to all of that if the formula is really intact, in fact. But they ain't got the will to act. So victim to a trap, they all relapse. So I'm like, pretty simple. Like, they don't know how to, and then I'm over there trying to show them by me doing all these moves. But every time I'm climbing, like I said, they on some envious shit, jealous. And they look for ways to destroy it. But like I said, none of that shit stopped me. I kept going, and eventually, look, boom, now I'm even better than what I was. I mean, I'm still growing, but you know what I mean? Like, I've always showed how you could flip money, how to make it, and they could never stop me, So it's also a will, you gotta have a strong desire. Anyway, so I'm gonna keep going. I'm all alone in this wilderness found, far away, far from home and away from my town, spreading my knowledge with a melody sound. It gets profound, not many get down, and when not welcome, I pop my collars out, continue on my search for my own route. So I'm far away, spreading my wisdom. Sometimes it's too deep for people. They don't know how to handle it. So, and some people they're not welcoming. So all I do is just pop my collar and, keep moving, my own route and shit. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not going back to the things I had. I'm going to simply add to the things I have. It's simple math without the subtract. I'm on the track to narrow path. I said that before. Away from that of the steps of mass, away from, the rest who are not in that narrow path. With a real purpose, I work on my craft. Simple. All right. Next. I ain't playing with none of what I'm saying. The evil that be, like delaying my relations, hoping I give up when I'm invigorating, trying to slow me down when I'm animating. They trying to, they think that I will stop from elevating my cravings when I'm just getting started with escalating my making. Nothing's gonna stop me, man. Nothing. So I keep going. I'm on the road that be rough and bumpy. Ribs are touching. I'm hungry, and not for. I was hungry both, for food, but I was more hungry for like the desire to create and just live life. So I'm on the road that's rough and bumpy. Ribs are touching, making sounds in tummy. Like I'm a homeless. I'm in the streets. I'm living in tents at times, sometimes beneath steps. My life's a movie, man. Like I said, didn't last long, but because I kept pushing myself, I kept fighting, you know what I mean? But man, it's a lot of stories. Anyway, I keep going. So when I feel my stomach, I still feel hungry. My soul wants justice. I'm still not done, B. I'm getting mines and all that's lovely without a dime or that called money. I'm going to push my grind and keep on coming. So I'm saying, even if I ate and I'm full, I'm still hungry, man. I'm still not satisfied because I want justice, for all the wrongs that they did to me, locking me up, destroying where I live, taking everything away from me. I had 2 luggages. The cops confiscated it. I had a skateboard like the one I got right now, but I had one over there. And the cops confiscated it. They sold it to the black market. When I was released from prison, I had nothing. I had like just the uniform they gave me and shit. I looked at like I was coming out of a military, but everybody knew that those were jail clothes, and I came out of jail, out of prison and shit. But yeah, they took everything. They took all my I had 2 luggages, I had a computer, I had, a lot of things, man. And they took all that shit. And all my pictures, that shit was irreplaceable. All my baby pictures, all the pictures that I had growing up. Now, I can't even show people, like, if I can't even show my kids or anybody, like, look, this is how your father looked when he was a baby or when he was a kid growing up in the streets. None of that shit. I used to rock do-rags, all that shit. Now, all that memory's erased, you know what I mean? Because they stole that shit. And so I'm angry, I'm like, I want justice. I'm not satisfied, you know what I mean? So I'm like, without a dime, without money, I'm still gonna keep seeking my justice. Like, the money will help. Yeah, it will help a lot because I will be able to market myself. I will be able to make videos. I will be able to talk trash about their government system, about their codes and prosecutions. Go after judges and Newton, who I think is a corrupt governor. From over there, and then the Harris, the woman, man. I don't even want to talk about those shits, but it's just kept getting worse and worse. And she doesn't even help her own state, and people are thinking that she's gonna do something for America. But anyway, so I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get I'm not satisfied. I'm hungry. Anyway, and then I say I'm gonna keep pushing my grind and keep on coming. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's that. Next track, I wasn't finished. Okay, for this one I wrote, right? But I didn't expect this one to be a video. I was just recording one day, right? Like I was like, I found a GoTo Pro camera. From where I'm around, like somebody was moving, I guess, and they left the GoTo camera. I'm like, oh shit, I got a GoTo a GoTo Pro camera, or whatever. So I'm like, let me see what's the difference. Like, I don't know what the hell, how to use these things. This is first time. Like, it's small. So I'm like, what's the difference between this and like, a Canon? So I start recording and shit. And I'm like, oh shit, this shit covers wide angles. And it looks like, hold on. So I'm like, yeah, this GoTo Pro camera got wide angles and shit, like you could see things. So I'm like, let me I'm using my skateboard to go to work because my battery had died in the car. So like for like a couple of days I was just on my electric skateboard. But sometimes I use my skateboard instead of my car because where I work is not that far. So, and then, to save gas and shit, I'm like, I might as well just use my skateboard for today. And, like 2 days out of the whole week and shit. And then, so I was like, let me use the GoPro camera. And I started recording because it came with all these, like, things and shit like that. Where you could put it on and wear it as a hat and shit like that. So I'm recording, but this is just for fun. I'm just trying to, like, see how this camera works. Finally, I put it in the I uploaded to the computer and I start like editing a little bit, like taking the unimportant parts away. So then I forget it. I left it there. I saved it, whatever. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna keep adding little by little, see what I can make of this. So then track 7, like every 9 days I post a new track, like so people could review it. So it was up to the week of track 7 to be promoted. Like I start with 1, promote it for 9 days, and then I go to track 2, promote it for 9 days, and so on and so on. I was on track 7. So with track 7, like, I don't know, out of spontaneous, I was like, it was time to promote that one. I was like, for some reason, I don't know, it just made me want to, like, you know what? Let me put this with the little clips that I was recording with me, driving and riding my skateboard to work and shit, and like I was exercising. I was like, let me use this shit with this one, and it turned out it was just like spontaneous, and actually like it worked out. it looked smooth, Like I did it, Like I didn't pay nobody, so at least I should get props, Like, yo, this nigga does his own videos and editing and shit like that. So it came out good to me, Like I could have kept adding and shit, but it was pretty good, It had a beginning, a middle, and an end, so I thought it was good. Anyway, so then that one became the video, but it was like I'm playing. Like I said, I got other tracks. Like I would prefer the trip to Cali to have a video. I would prefer what was that world? I have In a Cell, but that's another album. I have from the Carnal of LZ. I have World on My Shoulders. I think I have A Tree Between Two Mountains. I think I have a couple of other ones. Like, damn, these deserve videos. But for some reason, I'm the one that doesn't deserve a video got a video, and that's how it happened. So anyway, let me go over the lyrics. I said this track is called "I Wasn't Finished." I traveled to your state, and wittingly I ate from the devil's homemade plate, absorbed all your hate, took all the whips of slaves, still I never gave a cave my soul for you to take. My energy's too great, with heaven's weight I'm paid. Skipped the pace of all those days in search of Hollywood's own taste, and went to jail instead to make my own path to praise. With seeds planted in strangers placed, with clones of similar face sampled from people I elevate. So I'm like, I traveled to your state. I ate from the devil's home, like I ate from your plate. All evil, absorbed all your hate. You locking me up, you burning my house, you tearing my, you making me homeless. You making me go to programs and shelters. I absorbed all your hate. Took all the whips of slaves. Still I never gave or caved my soul for you to take. My energy's too great, with heaven's weight I'm paid. That's self-explanatory. Skipped the pace of all those days. I skipped, those who are, crackheads and shit like that, in search for Hollywood's own taste. And not only crackheads, those who are asleep, not awoke. So I skipped the pace of all those days, like cloudy, fuzzy, and not awoke, just drugged up maybe, in search for Hollywood's own taste. I was in search to make a better life, and I was like, you know what, let me go to Hollywood, let me go to California, see if I could triple my profit. And instead I went to jail, so that's what I'm saying. Instead I went to jail, my own path to praise, which eventually it gets accolades, because people are inspired by my resilience of never giving up. So I say I went to jail instead and made my own path to praise, with seeds planted in strangest place, with clones of similar face sampled from people I elevate. So right there, the last three little bars I say with seeds planted in strangest place, with clones of similar face sampled from people I elevate. So when you go to California, right, you'll see people look like certain celebrities you grew up knowing or some shit. Like there was like what do you call them? There was like lookalikes, a lot of lookalikes. I saw a lot of lookalike Rihannas. I saw a lot of lookalikes of you just see people like that you be like, yo, that's a clone. Like, she looked like somebody I know, and it's like there's a lot of those over there. Like, you could see that. And what I say? Oh yeah. So similar, like they're clones. They're like, you could see that they're copies and shit of people that you see, like, famous, either famous or in person. Like, they start looking like people, and those people that I know that look like them, I'm inspiring them. So they're like, these copies fall under the people that I'm influenced, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to say. Sampled from people I elevate. They're copies of a thing that I influence, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's crazy once you actually see it in person and realize the depthness of the things that I'm saying. Anyway, I keep going. Trap them to my whims. My light grows strong, not dim. So I trapped them to my whims, my impulse. Whatever I did, I could go to the store. I could, whatever I do, they're like trapped into my impulse. Like, now they want to move and do something because I'm moving, or they want to do what I do. It's just, it was weird. Like I said, I had a I'm sharing my experience. You know what I mean? Like, you can only be somebody if you talk about it. So maybe these are not subjects or topics that people want to hear. Maybe it's boring. Maybe it's like redundant. Maybe it's like you never walked in my shoes, though. You never traveled, probably. You never saw the other side. You never you only when I say a crazy person can understand a sane person, but a sane person cannot understand a crazy person. What I'm saying is that a crazy person has two awareness. He has the awareness of knowing what the sane person is, and he has the awareness of knowing what the insane person is, the crazy person is. Meanwhile, the sane person has only the awareness of a sane person. So to me, who is smarter is the one who has two awarenesses. So usually the one who they think is crazy is the genius. I say crazy just to get you to understand, but actually, I'm a genius, So they don't understand the genius. As that's what I'm saying. Also, before I forget, when I was talking about track 1, right? Trip to Cali, I forgot to mention, which is in part 1. There's a double entendre when I say penetrating like hammers be nailers, and they all be welling. That's a double entendre, right? Like I say, like a nail hitting, like a hammer hitting a nail, but there's also a hammer, a gun. You know what I mean? Like, it could be a gun penetrating, like nails be welling, like bullets, bullets piercing. So it could go both ways. You know what I mean? And then the crazy part, the what I wanted to mean, the double awareness. So yeah, I forgot to mention those two little things the last time. That one has two awarenesses while the other has only one awareness, and that's what makes the one with two awareness a genius. And the double entendre about the hammer, Okay, so now coming back to this, where I'm at, I trapped them to my whims. My light grows strong, not dim. Now local celebrities come to sink and find that I provide the mint to refresh their style within before Zog my case hits win. So I was over there, right? And you would see, like, I don't think it was a coincidence when you see certain celebrities drive by you and shit like that, or you hear about certain celebrities, and it's around the time where you're walking, like, you know what I mean, unplanned, like, so it's like they know I'm here, man. They know what's up, you know what I mean? Like, they're trying to act like that's what they do, like, you know, they know, but they know I was around. So I say, now local celebrities come to sync and find that I provide the mint, you know, to refresh their style within before Zogma case hits win, you know, because they're thirsty for new information. So they're like, yo, this nigga offers a refreshment, you know what I mean? And so I'm like putting my case before Zog, you know, like this is my story, you know. And then I keep going. Like creatures on stomach that crawl, I face the earth and all man laws, and through it all I triumph tall and see my enemies before me fall to serve as my footstool while all applaud. So, you know, like stomachs crawl, like lizards, you know, I don't know what crawls on the stomach. Lizards, what are alligators, you know, I don't know, just any animal that crawls on their stomach like that. I face the earth is what I'm saying. It's a, you know, metaphor. Oh, I'm getting hot. Shit. So yeah, so I faced the earth and with all man laws, with all their laws, which only put me behind bars and, you know, destroyed everything that I have. And through it all, I triumph tall, like I'm still standing tall, strong, and see all my enemies before me fall. I see all of them crumble, you know what I mean, in worse positions than me. So, to serve as my footstool. They're all like, you know, footstool while all applaud. Simple, okay. And then I say, hatch seeds that I have laid, batch mean and I don't play. Watch cream along the way, last G to cause a change, to slash priest I found astray. Say, hatch one of my seeds and see how it's not nothing to play with, and watch how it grows and produces, you know. Last G, the last G you'll ever see to cause a real change, like a bigger change, you know, that changes the world, which you haven't seen since I don't know, since Steve Jobs maybe, or something like that, or yeah. I mean, there's always been someone who changes the world, a figure, you know, Albert Einstein, you know, Isaac Newton, and so on. But this time it's like I'm the last one to do something like that, you know, to cause a real change. And to slash all the false priests that I found astray, all the false prophets, all the fake believers. I'm the one that eliminates them, because I will let you know that they're bullshit, you know. So I say, distracted noise set to deploy, not one sound of voice is set to join the holy void, unknown to coy. I said this distracted noise is set to deploy. All this noise is a distraction, a deploy. You know, not one of those sounds has a voice that's set to join, or that's on a mission to the holy void, you know, unknown to koi, the shy, the holy void, the ghost, the Christ, the Christ in people. So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, not one sound, not one of these people are into Christ, and it's unknown to the ones that are shy, you know, that don't know, you know. So it's a bit, you have to a little bit like think and make it make sense to you. But this is poetry, you know. This is how it makes sense to me, you know. So locked up in a cage, so far away, different kind of mind I've displayed. Words that I put forth made a big wave, knocking all the false and all the fake locked up in a cage. I'm in prison, far away, different kind of mind, different kind of mentality that I've displayed. Words that I've put forth, made a big wave, actually, changed the world, knocking all the false and all the fake, getting rid of all the fake and all the false, a lot of rappers dying. When I went over there, when I went to Cali, right, I was in San Francisco. 2 weeks later, Nipsey died. And then, but before Nipsey, there was, I'm in New Jersey or DR, I forget. I just started hearing about a lot of people dying. And it's always happened around my timeline, especially when I'm like posting like a new material. So I don't think things that happens by coincidence. I think it's because certain energies are stronger than others, and when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. So I say locked up in a cage, knocking all the false and all the fake. So yeah, a lot of rappers started dying, a lot of unknown artists, a lot of just people that don't deserve the credit. So anyway, not that I'm saying that Nipsey didn't deserve the credit. I actually like his music, but there were a lot of other rappers, that didn't deserve credit, and I thought they were whack, and a lot of them fell apart, as they should have. So then I keep going. I go, words put to action with no retraction. Got the rest and practice from real made passion. Food lacking satisfaction, so I just ration. Making real change happen from what I fashion. Okay, words put to action with no retraction. So I make things happen without, with no delay, with no, let me think about it, or hold on, give me a second. No, I just, boom, I do it. Got the rest and practice from real made passion. I got the rest trying to do what I do, from the passion that I show. Food lacks satisfaction, so I just ration. So I'm not satisfied by the things that I have, So, I just put it to the side, they're not appeasing just yet. And then I say, making real change happen from what I fashion, making the changes from all the things that I create, And then I go, I redefine how you look at old age, got you pushing new aims you ain't never thought to play. Yeah, so yeah, cause I'm on I'm showing you yo, physically wise too, you wouldn't think I'm older. I got people thinking I'm young and shit just because I'm doing a lot of things. I'm energetic. I still look, I look young. Everything. So, and then I'm on a skateboard. So in the video, but I wasn't thinking about being on a skateboard. This just happened, like I said. So then I'm ether against me, shirt sleeve flickers in between, hair in a direction in the. Okay, wait a minute, what? See right here. So what happened? See, a lot of times. So what happened, right? This is why I say what I say, because. Oh, okay, now I remember. Okay, yeah, boom. You ain't thought to play. So boom, I came out like this was a lot of the writings I did were scribbles, So when it came time to recording, and let's say I had a beat, and I'm recording, and I'm saying what I have to say because of the things that I wrote, and then I'm like, oh shit, there's still a little bit of piece that I gotta fill in. So now I gotta create a new lyric, on the spot. So these were things on the spot where I had to create, and I think I heard somebody say something, and it made me want to say, but in a different way. But it turned out good because when I'm on a skateboard, it actually meshes. It's a prophecy, basically. So I say, ether against me, shirt sleeve flickers in between, hair in the direction of the breeze. Caterpillar boots, city planning on the scene, gearing you up for movements to exceed. Yeah, I'm not in prison on this little part right here. So because I'm talking outside already, I remember in California, I bought a pair of Caterpillar boots, the Cats, the company, and I started using that it's working boots, construction boots. So I started using that to work and shit while I was over there. But in my rhymes, I'm saying, Caterpillar boots, city planning on scene, is basically saying, I got construction boots, and I'm planning. There's a lot of construction going on. There's a lot of building, renovating happening because I'm planning in this city. You know what I mean? There's a lot of renovation, a lot of construction, and I'm trying to make that make sense with Caterpillar boots, because Caterpillar boots is known for to be as construction boots. So I'm basically saying, like, yo, I'm here under construction. I'm building and constructing your building, your city. You know what I mean? I'm an architect. Like, I'm designing, gearing you up for movements to exceed, making it better so that you could become better. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Here in the direction of the breeze, like, I'm picturing myself, like, against the wind, like air pushing against me, and like, I'm feeling myself at this moment. Like, I'm on a wall, and just like one knee up and shit, just like chilling and shit. And this was just, like I said, on the spot, man. Some of these things, like, I don't remember too much how it came about. Like, I'm reflecting, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that's how it happened. But man, there's a lot of those that happen like that, But again, everything is all real. Like, I had, I'm the one with the Caterpillar boots. I'm the one, doing the constructions. I'm the one, you know what I mean? So anyway, so I go on to the next scene. It says, never know what's next, trying to keep up with my steps. Just know you'll be better than what you left, and all those other sects who are not teaching what I profess. I say, never know what's... I don't even know my own steps. Sometimes when I'm Zog, Lord 13 that dwells within me, the Christ, bestows me to be God, Zog, So I can't figure Christ out because I'm Zog. You can never know Zog. You understand what I'm saying? He is not something you can understand or ever know or ever, you could just never fathom. So anyway, I can never figure that out. Like, I can never understand his next moves, let alone mine. Or I can't understand my moves, let alone his, vice versa. It's just like, the two is just like, it's unpredictable. So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, but regardless of not knowing, the fact that I have him, you know what I mean? Or I have Lord 13, the Christ body in me. The fact that I have this entity within me, makes me say that, don't worry, you'll be better than what you left. Whatever condition you're in right now, you'll be better because I have him within me. And all those other sects, like all those other cults and, sections and sects, cults and races and, whatever. And all those others who are not teaching what I am saying, you'll be better than them because you have me, is what I'm saying. So never know what's next. I don't know what's next, trying to keep up with my steps, but know that you'll be better than the condition you left if you decide to join me. And all those other sects that you were with, you'll be better than them and all their, you know what I mean, and all those other sects not teaching what I profess, not teaching what I teach. So that one's I kind of like I don't know, paused a lot on that one. But anyway, track 8, again and again till you get it. Okay, so this one now, finally, I'm actually promoting this one now. As this is, so I'm like, okay, now I'm lining up. Now I'm catching up. Shit. So, all right, track 8. I go, victimized of a crime, unnecessarily confined, bound behind bars, trying not to lose my mind. Surrounded by all wrong, I'm the only one that's right. Yes, I'm sharing the same plight. Yet I'm sharing the same plight with the sinner speaking lies, who sees evil with their eyes. So, right there, I'm telling people like, yo, I've been victimized of a crime. I've been unnecessarily confined. Like, yo, they sabotage. They took advantage of me, you know. They played me out and put me behind bars when I didn't deserve. Just because they were racist and they didn't understand where I was from or didn't know where I came from, they immediately feared me and didn't know what to do, so they just locked me up. And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, they locked me up unjustly, bound behind bars, trying not to lose my mind. Like, I'm trying not to go crazy, but yo, I'm really going crazy. You know what I mean? Because I'm in there like I said, it was a nightmare at first, you know what I mean? Yet I'm sharing the same plight with the sinners speaking lies, with all these other cats, just speaking lies and shit, who see evil with their lies, who only see evil because I'm there innocent, and yet they all think I'm evil. And they locked me up, thinking I'm like them and shit, when I'm nothing like them. So I'm like, all day they speak perverse, all day they're speaking perverse, you know, like, stupid shit, just grotesque, you know, just dumb shit, just like things that you're not supposed to speak, or at times even worse. I say all day speak perverse, or at times even worse, never holding back their words, only curse, nothing worth, while they rush to be first, underground beneath dirt, evil crouching as it lurks. I'm reserving all my hurt, letting Zog do the work, you know what I mean? So they don't hold their words back. They don't realize that a lot of the shit they say is garbage and not worth mentioning. They just rushing to be quick to say something, be the first to say it, you know, to get attention. Underground beneath dirt, I feel like I'm underground beneath dirt, evil crouching as it lurks, all this evil around lurking and shit. I'm reserving all my pain, all the anger, all the hurt. I'm reserving it because I can't really express it while I'm contained and trapped in a box with a lot of other enemies and shit. So I can't really like say nothing. I'm like, I gotta reserve it. I gotta preserve it. You know, wait till I get out. I don't know, properly process all this traumatizing shit that I'm undergoing. I'm just like, I'm letting Zog do the work. I'm like, you know, Zog will handle this, Lord 13, you know. So that's what happened. Then I go, feelings and emotions don't be matching with my own. Got me missing back at home from this state with no souls and people that I loathe. With no integrity they broke, walk around they all joke, provoke Zog with no hope. I'm clawing dirt with my fingernails and hold, trying to get out of this hellhole while they all feeding for some dope. Feelings and emotions, like I said, over there I had to numb my emotions. I had to be like stoic, because you had to like show indifference. You had to act like nothing bothered you, nonchalance, you know, like you had to be like unfazed, because if you showed any emotion, they would use that against you. You show somebody that you're that you know, something was valuable to you, now they know what to target. Now they know how to like press your buttons, you know. Now they know how to go for your weaknesses and shit. And so that's what I'm saying. I'm like, none of these emotions, and especially their emotions, like none of their emotions are matching my own, like and my emotions are not matching with theirs, you know, because So I'm like, all this shit is messed up because we're different people, you know? So I'm like, feelings and emotions don't be matching with my own. Got me missing back at home where I'm from, you know? Got me missing, like, damn, where everything makes sense. From this state, which has no souls. And people that I loathe. Man, I was beginning to hate them. The way they move, the way they operate. They just had no respect for themselves. And when you see people that have no respect for themselves, you kind of like don't respect them either. You know, like you just like, man, yeah, I can't respect people who don't respect themselves, you know? So I was like beginning to like, hate their ways, you know, loathe them, you know? With no integrity, they broke. Walk around, they all joke, provoke Zog with no hope. They all like provoke God, like, he, you know, like play with his words and act like it's not nothing serious, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, they provoke, they testing him. They testing Zog with no hope. Like, you know, I'm clawing dirt with my fingernails in hold. So I'm like, I'm really scratching to get out of this hellhole. You know, I'm really trying to like dig my way out, you know, using my claws, like I'm trying to claw my way out of this shit, you know, and while they all just like feeling for some dope, like they're just like thinking about drugs and shit, and I'm just like trying to make it to heaven, like I'm trying to get out of here, this hell, you know, and so that's what I'm saying. And then I say, waste of life, nothing sound. I was up, now I'm down, with a bunch of clowns around. When will I get out from this nightmare that I'm bound, and the people not my rouse who don't be fearing Zog out loud, but welcome evil while they smile. So, you know, the demons, like real I was surrounded by real demons. Waste of life, nothing sound. I was up, now I'm down. I'm in prison, I'm down. With a bunch of clowns around, a bunch of jokesters, nobody to take serious, nobody who respects themselves. When will I get out? I'm like, damn, I'm trapped. When will I get out? I don't even know, cause they're playing with me, you know, transferring me from here to there. They're trying to like scare me, and they're saying that I can't break, and so like they're doing a lot of shit that's not making sense to me and shit, And while they're doing this, you know, I'm like, when will I get out from this nightmare that I'm bound? And the people not my rounds, the people that's not for me, you know what I mean? They're not really like trying to see anything good happen for me, you know what I mean? They just really want to like continue pushing and testing and trying to break, you know. They're not trying to make me feel trusting, you know, or welcoming and shit like that. So, like I said, this is a racist state. I never experienced racism until I went over there, but not everybody's gonna experience it like I experienced. Hopefully not, right? Like shit. You're supposed to go to Cali and have fun, you know what I mean? Which was what I was doing at first, but like I said, man, some people just hate, man, you know, and they look for ways to like mess that up for you, you know, whatever good thing that's going on. So then I keep going, okay. What I said, from this nightmare that I'm bound, and the people not my around, so don't be fearing Zog. They don't care about Zog. They're not really they're not really spiritual people. They're not really knowing, awoke, you know what I mean? So I say that, but welcome evil while they smile, and they're quick to like accept evil, you know. They're quick to like anything that they know is wrong. They're quick to accept it, you know what I mean? Happy. So I say, remember me, Zog, for all the good that I've done, and all the accomplishments I've won, from the works deep in trunk, holy roots deepo sunk, and all the heads that I've sprung, lifted up from the dung. I say, God, man, why you treating me like this? And, you know, this is me, like, talking to my God, personal. Like, why you treating me like this? All the good that I've done, like, man, I've posted content. Nothing, I posted everything that I've done is basically to influence and to inspire people. Why are you treating me like this by locking me up and putting me around all these demons and criminals and shit like that? From when all I done is accomplished a lot of things, you know, that I won, from the works deep in trunk, from all the works that are deep within me, that that I accomplished from my independence, my autonomous nature, you know. Holy roots, deep well sunk from all, you know, from all these accomplishments, all the good that I've done, all the spiritual teachings, all the biblical teachings that I've learned, you know, like a good student. I'm trying to say, like, yo, I've been a good student, man. I've been nothing but good and accomplishing things and shit. Like, why you treating me like this and shit? And all the heads that I've lifted up, all the heads that I sprung, you know what I mean? Like, all the heads that I've lifted up from the dung, from the dirt, you know, from the ground, from the shit, you know, like, I lifted it up, and I'm like this is like an invocation, I guess, at this little part right here. It's like, remember me, Zach, for all the good I done, you know, and all the accomplishments I've won, from all the works deep in trunk, holy roots deep was sunk, and all the heads that I sprung lifted up from the dung. So I'm like, I'm talking, this is like a conversation I'm having with Lord 13. I'm like, while the evil would perish, why won't you love me? Why won't you cherish? Why won't you justify me fairest? Here's my case. Can't compare it with an eye nourished by carrots. So I'm like, while the evil would perish, like I'm lifting up heads while the evil perish. I'm like, why don't you love me? Why don't you cherish? Why don't you justify me fairest? This is me, like I said, in a moment of duress, distress. You know, I know my Zog loves me, but, you know, there are moments where I'm like, I lose a little, my faith is like, it's turbulent, you know? It's not a stronghold. It gets strong, but, you know, like I said, there's moments. There's highs, lows. I have my good days. I have my bad days, you know? And this was probably one of those bad days where I'm like, man, I don't think Zog loves me, you know. I don't think, you know, he cares about me and shit. So I'm like, yo, he just rejected me. I'm like nothing and shit. But, you know, I know it's just a sentiment to relate to express artistically. So I'm like, okay, while the evil would perish, why won't you love me? Won't you cherish? Won't you justify me fairest? Hear my case, can't compare it with an eye nourished by carrots. Like, I even got good eyes, nourished by carrots. You know, they say you eat carrots, it's healthy for the eyes. So I'm like, I got an eye nourished by carrots. You know, I'm like, I got 20/20 vision. You know what I mean? And so then I keep going. And then you can't compare my case. I was like, with no fat and no blood and no strong drinking mud, just a cat I once crushed who was eating all my doves. In my innocence, I rushed to show off in front of cuz. All right. So right there, I'm like, yo, look, I got eyes nourished by carrots. I don't eat no meat. I don't drink no blood. You know, I don't drink alcohol. You know, just the cat that I once crushed. So I'm in Dominican Republic, right? And I have this guy, he's like a lawyer, but he's I think my father, I don't know, my father for some reason let him live with us because he was doing like some legal paperwork, and he started living with us in my father's mansion and shit in Dominican Republic. But I don't know, like I don't know why he's not family. I don't know why he was just there. So I don't know. One day anyway, my father, right, he has a lot of birds at one point. He has like turkeys, he has like peacocks, you know, and he has a big, you know, acres, you know, mansion, you know, in Dominican Republic. He has a lot of land. So he has like a little section where it's like caged up and there's a lot of birds and things like that, chickens, you know, making eggs and stuff like that. And so I see one day this guy who's living in our house, who's I guess he's doing the legal work for you know, for my father. I don't know. I never really understood his role in the whole family thing. You know, I just kind of like ignored him. You know, but one day, Cause we're different. He grew up over there. I grew up here. He was kind of nerdy. I don't know. He was just like weird. But one day he saw like a cat, and he goes running, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, what's he doing? So, and I see him throwing like a rock, and I run like after him. Like, I'm like, what you doing? And all like, yo, they're trying to kill the cat. He's like, kill the cat. So I'm like, oh, you ain't. I don't know. For some reason at that point, this was years ago. I thought he was testing my ego. I don't know. My pride got in the way for some reason. I'm like, wait, you ain't in my house about to like show that you more macho than me and shit. I don't know. Like at that point, I was like I felt like he was testing my manhood or some shit. I was like, you like kill the cat like I couldn't do it or some shit. And so he's throwing the rock and I'm throwing the rock, and then he finally hits the rock where it's like he finally hits the cat where it's like it's not moving. So then I'm like, I quickly grab the rock without thinking, and I mash the head and I crack his skull, and you see his eyeballs come out and shit like that. And he just grabs it and throws it over. But that was the first time I killed like an animal and shit, like a pet animal, not like like a insect or a cockroach and shit. And I'm like, it kind of like stuck in my head, and I was like, yo, I killed a cat. It was like gruesome and shit. But it was either that cat or my birds. That cat was eating all my birds. Like, there were days like there were birds coming missing, and it was the cat coming in my backyard eating my birds. You know what I mean? And I kind of liked my birds. Even though my father probably would have one of them killed eventually so that he could eat them, but I was kind of like enjoying them as pets. You know what I mean? Like, oh, look at the birds and shit. I'm one looking at them running around. So, and then especially the peacocks. Then my dogs ate them and shit. My father had 2 dogs, and one day they were loose, and eventually they killed them, man. That shit was messed up, man. But anyway, so that was the only time I killed the cat. You know what I mean? And I felt like bad about it. Like I was like, oh shit. After a while, inshallah, I don't know. I guess I think about it too much. But that's why I'm saying, I'm like, with no fat and no blood and no strong and no alcohol, just a cat I once crushed. You know what I mean? You're going to hold me against it? You're going to hold me against that of a cat I crushed who was eating all my doves? In my innocence, I rushed to show off in front of cuz. I think that's what he is. I think he's like a distant cuz or something. So I wanted to show off, you know what I mean? It was a pride thing in my innocence. I was like, yo, this nigga, he trying to kill a cat. He don't think I got the heart or some shit. Like, I felt like he was trying to tell me, like, look, I'm protecting your house because you can't protect your house. You know what I mean? I felt like he was saying, like, look, I'm protecting your property because you don't know how to do it. So I was like, what, nigga? Get out of here. And boom. And I was like protecting my own house. Like, nigga, I killed a cat. You know what I mean? You ain't do shit. I'm the one that crushed his head. All you did was like maybe tap it or some shit. So I was like, I felt better after it because I'm like, you don't protect my house, nigga. I protect my house. So that's what I did, just to show off in front of him. But this was, like I said, my innocence. I was long time ago, years ago, man. So anyway, so I'm like, wash away all my bad, don't attach it to my back. Like, don't hold me against that. I'm saying, without blemish, I will have coming clean to your pad. And the day I breathe my last, don't forget me, don't be mad. I got more to enact. I implore you, my task, so you help me gain it fast and attain it with no last. So I'm telling God, like, I'm not asking. I'm telling him, I'm like, wash away. Don't attach it to my back. I'm coming to your pad. I'm coming to heaven clean, without a blemish. You know what I mean? Because I don't deserve any other, thing. So I'm like, don't forget me. I'm like, don't forget me. Don't be mad. And don't be mad, Zag, Lord 13. Don't be mad. I got more to enact. I got more to. I implore you, my task. I'm like, I'm begging you, my task. I'm showing you. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm looking. I'm like trying to say a better way. I'm asking for. I mean, damn. I got more to enact. I implore you, my task, so you help me gain it fast and attain it with no lash. So I'm showing you. I'm showing you my task. I'm telling you my task, so you help me gain it fast. So I'm telling you my situation. I'm telling you my situation, so you help me gain it fast and attain it with no lash, and I can attain it without having a whip or something, without getting beaten up or something, or punished. You know, so I'm like, don't forget me. Don't get mad. I got more to enact. I implore you. I'm telling you my task, so you help me gain it without punish me. You know, shit like that. That's what I'm saying. So anyway, on to the next. Every time I'm out, they be pulling me back in. Wait a minute. Yeah, keep me far away from bad and all the things that come with sin. Suddenly I'm hinged by some haters filled with stink. I'm tired of this cycle. All I seem to do is sink. When will all this stop from my path turning tint? So right there I'm saying, every time I'm out, every time I'm going up, every time I'm finally doing good, something pulls me back and I'm back to ground zero, you know? Keep me far away from bad. Keep me away from the bad things, man. And all that comes with sin and all, you know, that comes with it. Suddenly I'm hinged by some haters filled with stink. Suddenly I'm back to ground one again by some haters, you know, evil perpetrators filled with evil. You know, I just say stink to make it rhyme. And then I say, I'm tired of this cycle. All I seem to do is sink. I'm tired of all this cycle of going up and down. I just keep drowning. I just keep sinking, you know. I just keep going down. When will all this stop from my path turning tint? When will all this stop from my path turning dark? You know, not bright. Then I go on to this one I did on the spot because this is another one that I was running out. I had more beat to fill in and I was like, I did it on the spot. You know what I mean? So I say, used as collateral damage, an expendable habit. Now I gotta attack it. They used me as collateral damage, an expendable habit. Now, because of that, I'm attack. Introduce all my baddest. I'm gonna show you how bad I can be. You would praise with no admonish, with no warning. You would praise, no admonish, no warning. Just acknowledge as a prophet. You would taste, be fanatics, be enwrapped to my sematics, the dramatics of my tactics and Hold on, let me read it, bro. Used as collateral damage, an expendable habit. Now I gotta attack it. Introduce all my baddest. You will praise, no admonish. Just acknowledge as a prophet. You would taste, be fanatic, being wrapped to my sematics. The dramatic of the tactics had inhabit the outcasted, normalizing all the crafted. Now I'm here to retract it. Trash it, terminate and extract it, and end it drastic, change climatic. Hope you feel all my havoc. Past as talent for the lavish, who consume like an addict, law enacted to have passed it. Now you all gotta have it. That's how I end that one. But I'm saying, you know, I was used as a collateral damage. Now because of that, I'm gonna attack and show you the real evil with no warning. Just acknowledge me as a prophet. You would be fanatics. You would be fanatics of my style. Being wrapped to my sematics, to my sound, being wrapped, being encased to my sound. The dramatic of the tactics, the dramatics of your tactics had inhabit the outcasted, had overtaken the outcasted, have shaped me, the forgotten, you know what I mean? Normalizing all the crafted, normalizing all the crafted, normalizing this sabotaging behavior and conniving stuff that you were doing behind my back, normalizing all that, you know what I mean? Locking me up, stealing my passport, burning my houses, all these tactics that you guys did while I was over there to stop me. You guys were normalizing this because, like I said, it wasn't once, it wasn't twice, it was a lot of times that every time I kept rising, you kept trying to normalize the fact that I should go back down again, you know. And That's where I'm saying now I'm here to retract it. Now I'm here to combat it. Like trash it, terminate and extract it, end the drastic change climatic. Hope you feel all my havoc. Hope you feel all my, wrath. Past us talent for the lavish. Past us talent, for the people who have money, who consume it like an addict. Law enacted to have passed it. Now you all gotta have it. So I'm basically right there. I'm saying like I'm like a drug. I'm a damage like I'm gonna bring you this chaos and you're gonna love it. I'm gonna bring you this chaos. I'm gonna destroy. I'm gonna trash everything, and you're gonna love it. Not only you're gonna love it, you're gonna pass laws to enact my behavior and as acceptable, necessary. You know what I mean? And necessary evil. You're gonna pass laws to have me where you gotta have it. Where you like I need that. And so that's what I'm saying. And so that's how that one ends. And like I said, that one is that's there's a video out on that one. That one is that one's called Again and Again Till You Get It. You know what I mean? I wrote that again. Like I said, I was in prison, but like the last few bars I made it out on the spot. You know what I mean? And that's because I'm dope. So I'm gonna leave it right there because since I am actually promoting that track this week, I think till the 21st. Then I'm gonna go on to the next one, which is called Inclination, and I'll talk about that when I'm promoting it or approaching it. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. You already know this is the LZ show. That's that with all of that.